All right, today I'm going to be cleaning my Sega Genesis. Believe it is the Model 2. I've got a couple of different tools here. I'm going to be using 70% alcohol mix. I've got a soft brush and then a harder brush. So the first part, I'm just going to go ahead and take this, flip it, and I've got the screws to come out. Just go ahead and take apart the case. Looks like I've got a Phillips, let's see if this works. All right, got the first one out, no problem. Second one. This guy's been in storage for probably 15 or so years. Finally just getting it all set up. It does work. I tested it probably a week or so ago. Thinking about getting the HDMI cable for it, since they make those now, which is awesome. Alright, it's got all 4 screws from the bottom out. It should just come right apart. I think what I'm going to do is flip it here. Yeah, there we go. All right. It's very dirty. That's what happens when you're in storage for a long time. All right, so I got a little bit of cobwebbing in there. Definitely a lot of dust, some dirt. So I'm going to get a can of air to spray that out here in just a little bit. But what I'm going to do first is work on the top shell and start getting it cleaned. So you can definitely put this in a tub with some hot water and soap and let it soak, but I'm not going to do that. I definitely could, but I'm actually going to give this a good hard clean because you can see the dust that's really packed in there. So I'm going to give it a good clean. So put my tools up. Got a little glass here for my isopropyl alcohol. I hadn't even taken the tab off. Don't need a whole lot. Alright, so I've got that there. Let those soak for just a second. I'm going to grab my can air and I'm going to grab a couple of paper towels as well, just to give this a nice soft wipe. All right, canned air, some paper towels. So first thing I'm gonna do, take my paper towel and just get some alcohol on there. I could go from the bottle, but this works just the same. I'm just going to give this a decent wipe. Really, the inside's looking pretty dang good, all things considered. There's not a whole lot of dust in there, but it doesn't hurt to give it a little wipe. All right, now we're gonna work on the crevice here. So what I wanna do is I wanna take my soft brush and kind of just work in the alcohol. Try to loosen up that top layer of dirt. I may not need the hard brush, but I have it just in case. So. Again, this was in storage for, oh gosh, at least 15 years. I just haven't had the opportunity. I've been so busy. You know how life is. But I finally took it out. I was like, oh man, I want to pop this bad boy on my new TV and see how it does. Let me tell you, it works. Still works just fine. I only have one game for it though. Eventually I would love to get a nice collection going. Alright, let's wipe this off. Already that looks just so much nicer. Alcohol. Give it a good look here. All right, I'm gonna work in on these fins, probably with the hard brush. All right. Okay, so that looks so much better. You can see on the inside here, not a whole lot of issue. A little bit of dust that came through. All right, that seems to be pretty well functioning. Nice and clean. Let me give it a good look here just to see if I missed any spots. A little residual alcohol. I am noticing kind of in the crevices there's a few spots that my soft brush didn't get. So I think I'm going to go back over that with my hard brush and see if I can't loosen that up. And there we are. So I've got a little bit of scuffing. There's not a whole lot I can do with what I have to really go over that. I might look into it at some point to give it that refurbished look, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm just glad it's nice and clean now. I'll probably do this with a couple of my other older consoles, because again, they've been in storage as well for a while. So yeah, that's the top. So we're going to move on to the bottom here. So I'm going to probably just loose pick some of this dust that I can see. Looks like that's probably all I'm going to get by hand. which is fine. So the next step would be to take my canned air, spray this out the best I can. So here we go. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for all the loose dust. I'm going to go back in just with a tiny bit of alcohol on a dry paper cloth. Just a bit. Just a little bit. There's a little bit of dust in there that didn't come up. But that's fine. That's why we're cleaning it. Not really sure what these marks are. Kind of just looks like oxidation. So I don't want to get anything really in these ports. So I'm going to take canned air and see if I can't blow them out the best I can. Do just a little bit here. Even though alcohol is generally safe for electronic bits, I'm still a little leery. Now I could take this whole thing out, to give it a really deep clean, but again, I'm not going to do that. This was mainly just to clean the shell. The system itself, it runs just fine, so this was more of just a touch-up. No need to refurbish the whole thing. All right. Now the bottom really isn't all that dirty. A few spots, which I think most of it's just scuffing. But I'm going to get a clean paper towel, set that there gently. I'm going to get a clean paper towel, probably just go over it with that. And I think I'll call it good and we can put it back together. So I just noticed, don't make that mistake. So seems like I was wiping a little bit of the sticker off. It feels kind of sticky. So I think what probably happened, I was rubbing some of the ink off. So don't make that mistake if you're doing this. I'm not too worried. Again, it's a really old console. And as much as I love taking care of my stuff. You know, I want it to last. I want it to, you know, do what I need it to do, just for entertainment purposes. So I'm not too worried about it, but if you are particular about your stickers, be very careful. That's actually kind of the reason I didn't want to soak it in water, is because I'd have to take the main board out and these stickers would deteriorate, probably peel off and all that. So yeah, but I think with a good wipe, it's fine. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just put this bad boy back together. Make sure that this is dry. I still see a little bit of dirt in some of the crevices. It's not bothering me too much. Okay, it's bothering me a little bit. See if I can get it. Packed in there pretty good. Let me move this. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Right in there, I got a little bit. Take my hard brush. Toothbrushes make pretty good hard brushes for small details like this. And they're cheap. A little bit right in there as well. Wrong way. There we go. All right. That's a lot better. Try to get all that excess alcohol out before I put this back together. Feel it on my pinky while I was holding it. Ah, yeah, I see it. Okay. Can of air is cooking. Okay. I think we are good to go. So, just like that. I think. No, I think it goes. Yeah, no, I had it right. So, just pops back on like that. Make sure my button alignment. Seems to be okay. A little bit of looseness going on. That could be just because it's so old. But it is just a button anyway, so. All right, flip them back over. Get my tool. Now we just screw it back in. Careful not to over tighten. You don't want to break anything. And there we have it. Shell is back together. Looks pretty dang good. Could be better, of course. There's a product I believe you can purchase. It kind of gives old plastic a new look. And it also kind of helps with the kind of sticky feel after you use alcohol. Does help with that. But again, this is just a little bit of a cleaning, not a complete restoration. I might do that at one point. Maybe. I don't know. So that's it for this. I'm going to stop right here, and I'll just kind of give a show after I plug it in. Just show it does actually work. So thanks for watching. All right, so as promised, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. I got it plugged in right there. So let me hit the power button. There we are. You can see me, sort of, and you can see my fiance's giant teddy bear in the screen. So, this is Streets of Rage 2. It's the only game I have, unfortunately. Pretty fun game. It's been a while since I've played it. Oh, and it turned off. I've been having that issue since I plugged it in. Not sure what's going on. I feel like maybe there's something going on with the plug-in. It doesn't translate very well on modern TVs, which is why I'd like to get the HDMI cable, but oh well.